I'm the program manager in Colorado Springs. For those of you who are, I'm subbing for Jenny today, is what I was going to say. So I don't usually teach this class on Fridays, but I'm happy to be with you. I need this 10-minute break. A couple of reminders as you get up out of your chairs. We have our Tech Tribe program going on now. It started on the 1st, so still plenty of time to join. This is where we complete the mileage of an Ironman triathlon over the course of the month of April. So we had our first webinar this morning, and it was great. We have that all recorded if you want to listen. And if you need the information for that, just let me know at the end of class. Then we have our Nutrition Simplified program going on. This is a webinar series that happens every Thursday this month. Yesterday was the first webinar. So again, that recording is available. That was all about meal planning yesterday. So if you missed it, I would highly recommend listening back to that. And then we have our cooking demo the third Wednesday of the month. And we're learning about healthy carbs this month. So that's another great one. All right. Let's get into our 10-minute stretch break today. I want you to start with your feet hip distance apart, all 10 toes pointed forward. You're going to inhale, reach those arms high. Exhale, release. Let it go. Inhale, try to fill up your lungs as much as you can on the inhale. Exhale, let it go. Last one here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. Roll those shoulders back. Breathing as you go. Go ahead and bring those shoulders forward, rolling. Good. From here, I want you to take your hands in front, right at your chest. We're going to start nice and slow here, especially if you haven't moved much today. So I want you to exhale and just gently twist your body to the right. Inhale, back center. Exhale, twist to the left. So with this movement, we want to try to keep our hips facing forward. We really want to isolate the movement in our torso, in our mid-spine, thoracic spine. So using our breath can be helpful. If we breathe out on the rotation, we can pull that rib cage in and get a little farther. On these next couple, once you twist, once you feel like you can't get any further, I want you to extend that right arm back and then come forward and switch sides. So by extending, you should be able to get a little further if you look over that shoulder towards those fingertips and then come back center. Exhale, reach. Inhale, fill up. Good work. Go ahead and release those arms, shake it out. And I want you to come into a march. So just taking your right knee and then left knee. I want you to try to get your knee as high as your hip if you can. Now with this movement, we want to make sure we're not bringing our chest towards our knee, but our knee towards our chest. So our chest stays nice and open. If you can, look up. And moving slow here. This is not supposed to be like a cardio burn. This is more just opening up the back of the hips, taking some compression out of that low back. And then we'll switch and bring our heels to our glutes for a butt kick. Same thing here. We want to keep our the front of our body open so that we feel the stretch in the front of our hips and even our quads as we bring that heel towards the glute. Good. Go ahead and bring those feet to a still position. I want you to send your right leg back. We're going to go into a calf stretch here. So I want you to lunge into that right or that left leg, the front leg, and then reach that heel, the back heel down towards the floor. Now in this position, it's important to keep both feet facing forward. So as you notice, mine naturally turns out. I want you to make sure that's parallel when you come into that calf stretch. If you're feeling any pressure in that low back, I just want you to engage your core to support the lumbar spine. Breathing here, sending your breath right into that lower calf muscle. and step that foot about halfway between where you were and your other foot. Same position, so staggered position. My heel is anchored to the ground. And now I'm just gonna bend and straighten that knee. So it can be helpful if you need to hold on to something. Sometimes this feels a little unstable. But this is just gonna help get into that Achilles heel or that Achilles tendon a little more, which can get pretty tight. But if yours is really tight, you might notice that you can't move that knee much. That's okay. As long as you even just bend it slightly, keeping that heel down, you're still getting that blood flow into that tendon, to that part of the body. Good. 2 more here. And then we'll switch sides. So right foot comes forward. Send that left leg back. Check in, make sure toes are pointed forward. You're going to lunge into that front leg and then anchor that back heel down. Breathing here. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. If you need to engage that core a little more to support the low back. Send your air right into that calf muscle. Go ahead and step that foot forward about halfway of the distance between where you were and your other foot, and then bend and straighten that leg. So notice my front knee is slightly bent and it remains bent. The back leg is the one that's moving. And this could feel very different from the other leg. So be gentle. Don't feel like you have to move very far. Two more. Go ahead and come back center. Stand with your feet hip distance apart. We're going to take our right leg up, around, and down. This one often comes with some snap, crackles, and pops in the hips. So just decrease the range of motion as you need. You only need to make it as big as feels good in your hip. We want to make sure we're isolating the movement in that right hip. So as you open up, try not to open your torso that direction. Just like those rotations in our torso, now we're just focused on those hips. Go ahead and reverse direction. So we're starting back, out and around like you're walking over a fence. Good, 2 more. And then we'll switch sides. So that left leg come up, around, and down. Just like those marches, these are not meant to be done quickly. So nice and slow, controlled rotations here. Two more in this direction. And then we'll switch or reverse. Bring it forward. And maybe just notice if one direction is easier than the other. It's just a good thing to note about your body. Last one here. And then I want you to take those feet nice and wide. You can let your toes turn out slightly, and you're going to come down into a forward fold. So let your arms hang, let your head hang. Let gravity just pull you down towards the floor. If it helps or if it feels good, you can grab opposite elbows. Maybe you rock side to side. Maybe you prop yourself up on the ground. I want you to focus on releasing the backs of your legs up into that low back. Walk your hands to one side. So grab your left ankle, left shin, left thigh. Keep your hips square.
and walk across center over to the other side. Inhale, back center, exhale, bend those knees and really slowly roll up. It should take you 4 to 5 seconds. Your head is the last thing to come up at the very top, and then you'll step your legs in. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions, please let me know. But if not, I hope you all have a great weekend.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Kimberly.
Kimber. You have a
Thank
great weekend
you.
too.